Hey, good evening, everyone. This is Hasper TV, and I'm back again with TJ. TJ, you're right, mate.
What are you saying? How you been, man?
Yeah, Spurs talks, Spursy talk. Yeah. So, first of all, how you doing? After
Let's
Tuesday.
be honest with you. I'm enjoying my life, you know. Arsenal lost.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying. I'm laughing about something. That's a change. At least
Uh,
I'm happy for
yeah.
once.
Do you think they're gonna win the title still?
It's difficult, you know, because Man City, even though they beat Arsenal, they are struggling. You know, they're dropping
Mm.
points to teams that they usually wouldn't drop points to. So it's really unpredictable. And now you've got Man United in the picture as well. Who knows, man? This title race is just a bit up and down, man.
But like, do you think? Because honestly, you remember the Wenger years under with Arsenal, yeah, when they win the title race. Because it really last night really reminded me of that. I don't know why. And then it would be on top for like a long period, and then just completely crumble, and they'd have to like
But
scrape top four.
but you need to remember this team is really young.
Mm,
Their average age of Arsenal squad is about 25 to
mm,
what 27. They don't have
yeah.
that many people above the age of 27 in their team. So this is a really young, hungry team, and they haven't really been exposed to this type of title race before, you know.
Mm.
So title race comes with experience in it. You have to be in it. You need to have some experienced players in that fold. And look at that Arsenal team. None of them, apart from probably Jorginho,
Yeah, yeah,
he's
yeah. That's
probably the
probably
most
right.
experienced out of.
Partey? I don't know. Partey?
No, but when it comes down to like trophies and that, Party hasn't really won anything. Like,
Mm.
what has actually what trophies have Party won? The FA Cup?
Atletico? Did he not win anything at Atletico or not?
I'm not too sure, to be honest with
Yeah.
you. But again, it comes down to experience as well. So
Mm.
when you're thinking about the title, Man City, I would say 8 out of 11 of their players are all experienced.
Mm.
They've been doing
Gaspery,
it
yeah,
season
yeah.
over season over season, you know. So we'll see. You know, we never know, man. I just hope Arsenal don't win it. And if Arsenal
Yeah.
does end up winning it, whew, it just shows you how bad Tottenham is. Because we should, let's be honest
Mm.
with you, what, 6, 7 months ago, we should be in that spot. We look like we were the team on the
We were above
uprise.
them last season, so
Think about it.
mm.
That's football for you, though.
I think their signings with Zinchenko and Jesus and return of Saliba was like really key for them. I think.
But but you need to remember this as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Zinchenko and Jesus have been missing through most of their season. Jesus got injured within like the first 3 months. Jesus got injured within the first 3 months. Zinchenko was injured for a long period of time. So let's be honest with you, they haven't really had their key players in their team.
I
And
don't
if you
know. I thought
even look at
Zinchenko's played the whole season, hasn't he?
no, he was injured at the start.
Was he? Oh, oh, I thought he played
Yeah,
every
yeah, he was
game.
injured at the
Oh,
start. They haven't had their whole squad. That's one
mm.
thing I have to admit about Arsenal.
They've done well considering.
Arsenal
Yeah.
have done well for where they've come.
Mm.
Two 8 finishes, 1 6 finish, and now a title race. Come on, man, that's like a fairy tale start.
Mm. But like obviously we're in the second half of the season, so like, will they just stop? Do you think, or because I've seen, like I said, I've seen Arsenal teams start so well under Wenger, and then suddenly second half of the season they just, like I said, like back in 2011 or 20, those kind of years, 2009, they're in the title race, and then in the end they're scraping for like just to get that fourth spot. So like
Look, it's
it's
difficult. It's difficult
yeah,
to kind of like put what do you call it? Expect Arsenal to, as a Tottenham fan as well, expect
I hope
Arsenal to
they have
win
to.
or
Yeah,
not win. You know,
yeah,
but where I can see Arsenal has a bright future
yeah. They do.
because if you
Whatever
look at
happens, yeah,
yeah, 100%. Even if they don't finish, even if they don't win the title,
mm,
just take off your Spurs hat. The next 3, 4 seasons, they are solid.
mm.
They add a few
They'll add
more.
players. Yeah,
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 exactly.
yeah.
And like I said again, their average squad age is like 25 to 27. So they
Mm,
got a young squad up and coming. They remind me of Tottenham when we had when it
watch.
was like Poch's season
Mm.
and where we were
Leicester
chasing
season.
Leicester.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
It looks like a similar setup. If you think about it,
That's what I
we
felt
had
about it
such
all
a young
season as
squad.
well. Because obviously Arteta's
Yeah,
a young manager, so yeah.
of course. As well, Arteta has to develop. He's gonna have to learn because he hasn't actually been in this type of. Yeah, he's done it with Man City, but he
Mm,
hasn't done it by himself, and he's gonna have to adapt to certain circumstances. Because look, the last 5 games for Arsenal haven't been great. They've kind
no,
of gone
no.
on a downward slope, but we'll see, man. You know what? Stop. I don't want to talk about Arsenal,
Let's not
man.
talk about Arsenal now, okay? Because okay, so we did actually play against Milan on Valentine's Day. Um, should we get into the game because that was just
Go
horrific?
for it, man.
All right. So first of all, did you? Obviously Conte. We'll talk about him in a bit, but did you expect him to play that team again against Milan? Did you
Look,
expect
let's
any
be honest with
changes?
you.
Like
Our team was our
dead.
team was fucked from the start. Let's be real,
Yeah,
yeah. We
yeah,
didn't have no midfielders.
yeah.
Um, our defense looks ragged, but it was the best team that Conte could have put out. I
You
think
think?
maybe if he
Yeah.
played Kulusevski in the midfield,
Mm,
maybe it would have helped out a lot. But
mm.
look, Kulusevski went missing as well. So let's be honest with you. Even if he played midfield, he was a
Yeah.
disappearing actor on that day.
Like,
The
how
lineup
did?
for
Yeah, yeah. Just go into it.
the
Just say what you're
yeah
saying.
the lineup for me for me he done what he could.
Mm,
There was nobody he could change. You know, like he didn't even have a whole squad. If you looked at our bench was weak,
mm.
absolutely
Dead.
nonsense.
It was
I
dead.
thought
Yeah.
I thought it was right to play Emerson Royale instead of
I was going to
Pedro
ask you that
Porro.
question actually. Yeah,
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 yeah, no. I thought it was right
yeah.
because defensively, he was one of our best players, in my opinion.
Mm, mm,
Yeah, Papa Sarr was another player that outshined, but defensively,
mm.
look, Emerson Royale didn't put a foot wrong. I of what I'm aware of, it's been about 3-4 days now, so my
No,
memory's
I
not the
think he did well.
same.
No, I think he did well. I kind of agree with you with that. I think he did all right considering.
I
I
want to know
mean,
your opinion about something. Whose
okay, all
fault
right.
was the first goal?
Oh no, why do I want to talk about this? All of them. I'm just gonna say all of that defense, pretty much, because
I
Forster
blame
actually did
Romero
well. Forster actually did well to actually
to
palm that
save it. Yeah,
out
100%.
twice, and then obviously he couldn't do anything about the third one. I mean, come
Look,
on,
that's where your
let's be
defense has
honest.
to claim the ball.
But we'll talk
You
about
save
Romero in
it
a bit
once.
because like Romero, yeah, like do you think since the World Cup he's completely gone off the boil?
He is absolutely dog shit, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, bro. Look, in my opinion, that first goal was
Mm,
hands down Romero and Dyer's fault. But
mm,
Romero, when you're in doubt, take him out. That's how it goes. When you're in doubt, clear it out. When you're in doubt, take him out. The problem is he wasn't in the penalty box. He was in a
he
free
was like,
kick area.
yeah, he was another
You
area.
got out beat to a header. It's not acceptable. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That when you see how it panned out, he put us on the back foot, and Dyer didn't press. After
Yeah, I
he
was saying
kind of
he
like
didn't press
bullied
the
him,
second one. Yeah,
Dyer didn't press him. Foster made a fabulous save, but the save should have been a warning sign. The defenders have to get hold of that ball, man.
yeah.
You can't make 2 saves and nobody's claiming it. What
No
could
one's
Foster
going out.
do?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, Foster. Let me be totally honest with you. Look,
Yeah.
he's not my first pick, but he didn't put a hand wrong. He couldn't do nothing
You can't do anything about the
in
third
that
shot. Yeah,
in that situation. He couldn't do nothing.
yeah,
He saved 2 shots in one. Like he made a fabulous save. We have to give credit where credit due. You know,
mm.
I just said Romero. Honestly, I don't know what he was smoking. He just was awful for the whole night. He was losing duels. You
Yeah.
know, and we just didn't look confident at the back. That's the problem.
I mean, we never look confident at the back, at least for me. But like with Romero, like we need to talk about this, I think, because since, like I said, since the World Cup, I'm of the opinion that I don't think he's been playing that well at all. And someone spoke to me on, I don't know if you saw Hass's show he was meant to come on today, but he's busy. But we'll talk
Mhm.
about Romero on his show, and he mentioned how he thinks Romero, like you said about the duels in the air, he doesn't win enough headers. Do you think that's a massive problem? Because like we play in the English Premier League, we're not playing in like Serie A, so it's not like
I might say something controversial as
okay,
well.
all
I
right,
think most of these Argentina players don't win headers as well.
it's
If you look
true.
at most of
I
them,
mean, yeah,
most of these Argentina players, they're
mm,
not good error, like going up for the ball.
yeah. It's probably you're probably
Like,
right. I mean,
it might
Otamendi
sound,
was. Remember Otamendi at City? He
yeah,
was
yeah,
rubbish. Yeah.
yeah. It might sound really racist.
It's not
Look,
racist though. Yeah,
you know, like, but these Argentina guys don't like to head of the ball. Let's be honest with you. But
yeah.
for me, I don't think he's playing for the badge. I think he has a big ego. And when
Luca.
you look at
Right.
it as well,
Yeah.
if you put it into perspective, since he's come back from the World Cup, he thinks he's the best centre back. Well, he kind of is. Let's be honest with
At the
you.
club.
You know, he kind of is, but he's
Yeah.
moving like he can
He's world class.
walk
He
into
feels
Man
like
City. He
yeah.
can walk into these teams. He can't. Let's be honest with you. He won't be able to walk into Man City.
No, no chance. No
Let's be
chance.
totally real.
Yeah.
He's got a lot to learn. I think the Prem is a different type of gravy because the World Cup. Yeah, look, you've got good players around you as well. His Argentina
What's up,
squad,
mate? Yeah. He's
all of
funny. I love this
Argentina
guy.
squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
be real with you.
Yeah.
It's pretty strong. So he's got players around him that are strong. The problem is Tottenham's weak.
Oh yeah, we're dead. Honestly, our squad is dead.
We are garbage, man.
Yeah. But like with Romero, right? Do you think because obviously he's like slightly better than what we got, people overrate him? Because I think people overrate Romero.
I hear that Dyer is one of the best centre backs
Oh
at
God,
Tottenham for the last 8 years.
please don't tell me about Dyer, please.
People have been saying he can be the centre back of the next generation for the last 8 years. We overrate our players. Our players are mediocre. Look, let's be totally real, yeah. Let's be totally real. At Tottenham, if you even want to say world class, I don't even want to say world class. How many world class players do we have at Tottenham?
Like
And be totally honest.
Maybe one.
And that just tells me.
Because I don't know about Son
the story.
anymore, so
He's not world class, man.
he's not.
He's broken, man.
Yeah.
Matoma stole his boots, bro.
We're going to talk about this in a bit, mate. So hold tight.
Matoma from Brighton stole Son's boots, bruv.
Yeah.
He absolutely jacked his boots, bruv.
Yeah.
We need to go in for Matoma, bruv. We need a replacement.
Everyone keeps talking about him. Like I haven't seen nothing.
We need a replacement.
Yeah.
That Matoma brother has got Son's boots. He's doing everything that Son used to do, bruv, and even better. It's crazy, man. Watching this guy, he weaves in, out. Son just can't even dribble. It's absolutely nonsense. Watching Spurs gives you PTSD.
I know, because you said Spurs gives you mental health issues.
100%, man.
Yeah.
Also, in fact, I was watching. I was on a live stream with Step Up Spurs.
Yeah. Elias,
Yeah. So, we were watching the game, innit?
Oh, you the watch wrong with him?
Yeah, man. It was absolutely nonsense.
Should I tell you something quite funny? The only other watch along I've done, like with one of them lot, with Eugene. Remember, he was on the show.
Yeah.
So the one I did was when Emerson, get away to Lisbon when Emerson had all those chances.
Yeah.
I must have sweared at Emerson like the concert on the whole screen. And then at the bottom of the comments, right, I wrote, "Take a drink whenever I say something about Emerson." Honestly, it's so bad if you watch it, and then everyone's in the comments like Russ were live on stream saying, "Just shut up about Emerson, please."
So, what was your thoughts about Milan then?
Oh mate, I gotta be honest with you, man. I'm so bored of just seeing the same crap every week. It's just like, have you seen that film Groundhog Day at all?
Yep.
Yeah, this is how it feels like watching Tottenham. Like there was no passion. I felt like it was very, very uncertain. Like I felt like the players felt very uncertain, just in general, as in the energy was like completely really strange. I mean, obviously we'll talk about Son because Son's like a long-term thing, man. His performance to me did not surprise me at all. He's been doing like this all season. I mean, Kulusevski though, I don't know what's happened to him.
He's gone missing as well. He's on a disappearing act as well. Our front three is non-existent.
Kane even was like poor.
Bro, listen, our front three We
Yeah.
could have any front three. They just can't finish. They can't pass. I miss when Kane used to link up with Son. You know, they used to do. They used to run around, do like little tricks. It's absolutely nonsense this season. But when are we actually going to start putting blame on Conte?
I was going to go on that next, actually.
Because
But,
it must
yeah.
there must be a time like cool. I'm a Conte in guy, but
Yeah.
there has to be a point where we have to start blaming Conte for the way we're playing.
But
For
do you think
me,
it's to do with like, because like if you look at our team, I'm not saying you're wrong here, but if you look at our team, we rely on the front three the most because our defense is so bad, and obviously we played two youngsters in the middle against Milan. So like with Sarr and Skip, I thought they did really well, especially Sarr. Sarr
100%, yeah.
was brilliant considering
Saar
where they
looked
were playing.
brilliant.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
Saar,
y- our
Saar looked
defense is
brilliant. I
so
agree
shit,
with
and
you.
obviously they're doing mistakes like they were doing for the goal. Like what can you do? And but our front three, when they're not firing, we just do crap. Like because we
See,
can't. It's not
no,
like we
but
can
see,
grind out a result because like a draw even.
I come down to the conclusion where now it's got to the point where if you're doing the same thing and it's not working, you have to
Try something
change it
different.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, don't get me wrong. Conte is a really stubborn manager, but if it's not working, you have to change it up. Another thing that is kind of like messing around with the dynamic of this team.
Mm.
We don't even know if Conte is going to stay.
That's what I was trying to say. Do you
So
think the
now,
players are playing like that though? Like as in.
look, all of these factors can be added up into this actual whole equation.
Mm,
You know, this equation is a dangerous algebra equation. You know,
mm, yeah.
even Einstein won't be able to solve it. That's how bad it is. That's how bad Tottenham is.
Mm,
We all of these things, Conte not signing a new deal, is it's just it. We are just in a bad spot, and the problem I come back down to there's no plan. Look, example, cool. Now,
are we?
really, one thing that pissed me off about Levy, and
Mm,
cool, I want Levy out, but then Levy said he has no intentions of selling. Cool, fair enough. Look, if you told me to sell my house,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
bro, I'm saying I can't sell my house. Where am I gonna go? You understand where I'm coming from? Like, but I have no intentions of selling.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the problem is, Levy hasn't said what the plans are. If he's gonna go with backing Conte, if he's gonna plan to bring in another manager, if Pochettino is the next manager, we just don't know what the next 6 months is gonna be.
We have no
Now,
idea. Yeah.
all of these things are adding up, and it's turning into a shit fest. We are absolutely dog shit. When we look, we are absolutely dog shit. That AC Milan side, let me be real with you, was whack. Was whack. That goalkeeper looked like we could have had a go at him. That defense was weak. We didn't even fucking try. That's the problem. The problem is we don't try. We don't get no results.
Mm.
And man, Tottenham.
But as in, do you want Conte to change his system though? Because he won't change his system. I'm gonna. By the way, if anyone's watching this about Conte, I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna release tomorrow morning about Conte because I have some thoughts about this, about the system and all this crap.
Look,
But yeah.
I know he won't change his system,
Mm.
but you need to acknowledge when it's not going wrong. And even in the press conferences, when you look at when you start like when he starts talking, oh, we played good, we had a nice possession, but it's not. He's not telling the truth. Bro, it's not what I'm seeing. It was we had the good possession. In transition, our defense played good counter-attacking foot. It's not good enough. It's actually not good enough. We have to put a standard in it, and our standard right now, there's no. In fact, there's no standard. Conte has to change something if he wants to stay, and if he doesn't want to stay, he needs to walk.
But would he walk away from 15 million a year? Is it 20 million or 15 million a year he's on?
If he's on 50 million, that Levy brother is drunk. He
15,
is
not 50, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said 50.
No, no,
I
no.
was about to.
15 to 20. No, no, not 50 million. If he was on 50 million, mate, I'll be like, I'll be mad. So I don't think
Look,
anyone's making
if he's on 15 million or 20 million
something like that. I can't remember what the
pounds a
figure.
year or
Yeah.
whatever it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm.
Of course, he's not going to walk away from that. But then Levy has to do something. They have to make action. You can't play dumb. It's like you playing Dumb and Dumber.
Mm.
You know,
But if he
you
sacks
don't
him
want it.
now, for example, like when he has to pay out the rest of his contract.
Of course.
Yeah, so
But you didn't
why is
mind.
he...
But you didn't mind sacking Mourinho. It makes no sense.
I know it doesn't make any sense. I agree with you.
It
It doesn't
makes
make
no
any sense.
sense. You didn't make.
Yeah.
You didn't mind sacking Mourinho. So what's the point? If you're not going to back this manager, get rid of him.
I think he's got a point here, personally. But
Yeah, let's see.
you can't say that the majority of
Context.
his players are shit on TV.
You can't just say majority of his players are shit on.
Like Dyer, he praises Dyer, doesn't he? Sometimes.
Of course, look, yeah, look. You can't. Of course, you can't. But you can say we didn't play well. That's not saying anybody's shit.
Mm.
That's me being intelligent and saying we didn't play well.
Mm. No, I agree with you. I'd rather he came out and said we were playing shit. But I don't. You know, Mourinho. Do you remember Mourinho when he was doing that? Do you remember?
Yep.
And he kept shitting on the
Yep.
players. And not me and you, maybe not me and you, but that other Spurs fans were saying, "Oh, why is he saying that about Delhi? Or why is he saying that about Dyer? Or, do you know what I mean? Why is he calling out these players?"
But at
So
least he's telling the truth.
damned
That's
if
the
he does,
problem.
damned if he doesn't. Unfortunately, every Spurs manager is like, if you don't say anything, we get people like you going and me going, "Why is he not saying anything?" But then he says something, and you've got the other side of the people who are like very positive, or whatever you want to call it, happy clappers, who are like, "Oh no, why is he criticizing the players? How dare he come out and say my favorite players like not played well?" Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So I don't know.
Do you think we're gonna? Okay, this is another question I've kind of like had bottled up in it, and I haven't actually asked it to anybody. Do you think we're gonna win our next fixture to AC Milan? Do you think we're gonna go?
I think we have a chance.
Go through.
Personally. I think we have a chance
Why?
because being at home and because it's only 1-0. If we score first, I think we have a big chance to go through. If they score first, though, the tie's done for me. Because we have to score 3 goals if they score. So
We can't even get one goal. Let alone 3 goals, man.
if we can get one in the first one, I think we have a chance. I'm not saying we're going to do it, but I just think if Kane can actually like score a goal, then we have a chance. It's like,
do you think the formation's working as well?
No, but the problem is, man, like, would you go with a 4? Do you want him to go with a 4-5-1 or something, or 4-2-3?
We have to change something, man.
What would you do?
We have to. Look.
Just tell me.
If I was the manager,
yeah.
if I was the manager and I see it's not working, I'm changing it up. I don't care if my players can't play in a 4. I don't care if I know Dyer is shit. I'm changing it up. I'm trying something new. At least I'm trying to salvage something. He's just playing for the sake of playing the same shit. And it's just ending up shit. It's just not acceptable to lose the way you lost against AC Milan away from home. I don't care if it's away. That is a shit team. In my opinion, look. They were there for the taking and we didn't take our chances. Not even take our chances. We didn't even have no chances. We didn't look like we were going to score. That's the problem. We never looked like we were going to score.
You're right. I'm not disputing that. Like, but what I'm saying, I'm not saying you're wrong or whatever, but like, what would you do? I'm just asking. What would
I do? Yeah, like I said, I will change.
What players would you play? What formation would you do?
Okay, cool. Look, like I said, if I'm the manager, I'm changing. Yeah. If I'm the manager, I'm changing it up. I'm changing this formation up. I'm thinking about going with a 4. You know, going with a 4. You've got a Pedro Porro now that can run up and run down. You know, Romero, long leg. Dyer, sit on the bench, in my opinion.
And then left back, Davies.
We only have one left back right now, and it's gonna have to be Perisic. You know,
Perisic should play in the back 4.
He's gonna have to. Okay, who else do we have there?
Okay, all right.
No, but who else do we have there? That's the problem. We don't have nobody there.
Sessegnon's injured.
Sessegnon's injured.
Davies.
Can't we? Goodness gracious, does he even have legs?
Yeah, but he's actually played in left back and a forward. That's why I brought it up.
See, look, I'll just go with Perisic, man.
Perisic, you go Perisic. Okay, and the
Yeah,
midfield.
I'll go with
So
Perisic.
was it
All right,
4-2-3-1,
cool. Right
4-4-2?
now, obviously,
Sarr
Basuma,
and
Basuma,
he's
and
out
what
for
is it
2 months.
called? Yeah,
So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Basuma
yeah,
and Bentancur are injured, right?
yeah.
So we're left with Højbjerg, Oliver Skip, and Sarr. So it'd have to be Højbjerg and Sarr, in my opinion. And then I'm going with, look, this is my controversial decision.
All right, okay.
I'm going with Kane in cam,
Yeah,
Richarlison and strike,
and then left, right. Who you going? Son and Kulusevski.
Son and Kulusevski. You're gonna have to.
Yeah,
Look, I'm not saying this. For me, look, like I said, it might not work. We might concede 6.
we don't know.
We don't know. This is my point. He doesn't change nothing. He actually doesn't change nothing. Even when you're watching him, even when he's making substitutes, they play the same formation.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like you have to change something. And if I was the manager, I'm changing it all up. I'm trying my best to try something new. I'm tired of this fossil football, bro. I'm tired of defending. I'm tired of this 3 at the back. I'm actually tired of it. From Nuno, Mourinho, and Conte. Just try something new. I don't like just do something else, you know?
Yeah.
One game just surprised me. This is what I'm trying. One game just be like, ooh, we're playing 4 at the back. Interesting.
No, the only time we ever did that was against Chelsea last season. We went 4-4-2, I think, for 2 games. Remember?
Yeah.
And I didn't roll Cal very well, but anyway.
Yeah, but against Chelsea, we never win against them, man. Come on, we got the worst form against Chelsea.
With this guy though, he did try try something new. Oh, Leo's agreeing with you though. Try something new.
I agree. Try something new. Look, okay, cool. Look, I'm not saying our centre backs are gonna be flawless.
Yeah.
We still got dead centre backs, and it's not gonna fix nothing. It's like me saying you can't refresh someone that don't know basic skills. You can't. Look, from 8 years we've had people like Dyer. He was shit then, and he's shit now.
Yeah.
He's always gonna be shit.
Yeah.
But my point is this: you have to try something new. You know,
no, I agree with you. We have to try something new. We do have to try something new. I tell you what I would do if I had a force to be changed like this. So I'd go. Obviously, we've got 4-star. We've got no choice. You're probably not going to like me saying this, but Emerson right back.
I understand why you got Emerson right back.
Yeah. Davies left back.
Yeah.
And then I'd go obviously Romero and probably with Sanchez, I think.
So you're going 4 at the back. But I understand why you're going Emerson right back, to be honest with you, because he's more defensive. He's one of our best defenders. So look, these last this is fucking corrupt that I'm saying this. Even if it's coming out of my mouth. So corrupt. For the last 5 games, Emerson Royale's been our best defender. Who's gonna challenge that, huh?
Yeah. No one can say anything. I agree with you, and I hate Emerson. Anyway,
and that is absolutely shocking.
Yeah,
that I'm saying that.
Højbjerg, Sarr, and I'm dropping Kulusevski into midfield to make it a 3, and then I'd go Richarlison, Perisic, and Kane, in a 4-3-3. That's what I'd try.
Oh, Richarlison, Perisic, and Kane. Are you dropping Son?
Yeah, I'm playing Perisic further up, and I'm gonna put like Kane and Richarlison, and they can just play in like the bit. Whatever free.
See, the reason why I didn't want to drop Son, and look, I know his form is rubbish, but there's reason being. The reason why I've chosen to go Kane in the cam position
to keep accommodating them all. Yeah.
Exactly. And now Son doesn't have to do that much defensive work. If you look at where he's picking up the ball, it's defensive areas. You know, he's doing a lot of dropping back, and it's hurting his game. It's hurting his game hardly. In fact, you know what? A player that will, and see, this is another. I think I've lost my mind. A player that will be good that I feel like we've thrown away?
Who?
Lucas Moura.
Yeah, we could use him. You're right. You got a
You
good
know,
point. We could use him.
you, do you understand? I feel like I'm
Give it a
losing
go.
my
Give him a
mind
go.
saying
Give him
this.
a go. Give him a
You,
go.
do
What's this point?
you know what I'm trying? This is what I'm trying to say. Like,
Yeah.
I'm losing my mind saying these type of things. You know, like
Yeah.
Emerson Royale has been the best center, best defender. I'm losing my mind, and this is gonna get clipped. But
Yeah.
when your worst players are performing better than your best players, there's
It says a
something
lot.
wrong.
It says a lot.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
something wrong.
But what I'm saying with Conte, he won't change it. Shall I tell you why? Because the difference between him, bring up Brian. If you want to join, the links at the top, and bring up Leo. Okay. So if like so me with Conte, there's a and I'm going to do a video about this tomorrow and go into more depth. I'm going to just summarize it now. So I think he's just too stubborn to change it because previous managers have changed it. Like for example, AVB. Do you remember AVB? Just an
Yep.
example top of my head. So he came into Tottenham expected to play like a free flowing possession based game, right? Like pressing game. He wanted to do a pressing game. And when we did get Moutinho, he got Dempsey, yeah.
Yep.
And so he had to
That guy
adapt
was a
the
fraud,
team.
man.
Adapt the team to what he had. So he put Dempsey as like a second striker. He put Bale. Eventually, he played obviously on the right, but he played, and he was played more of like a pass the ball to Bale style, I guess, rather than like this high pressing he actually wanted to do.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he didn't get the players he wanted. So I think that's the difference. And you look at other managers like Redknapp and even Martin Jol. You look back to Martin Jol. He put Tainio at left wing, and the guy's a central midfielder, right? All these managers have done these different. Even Mourinho, he changed it. Remember? He changed it because he tried everything. Mourinho tried everything, but like the difference is Conte's so stubborn because he doesn't want to. He wants to prove a point. And say I'm not like anyone else. I'm gonna just stick to what I want to, how I want to play, whether you like it or not. And so that's the difference. Every other manager before him is at least, even though they might be stubborn, like Mourinho, they've at least tried something different.
You know, I was also thinking as well, you know, we should start like assessing this type of stuff as well. Reguilon's on loan. We might need to call him back.
I'll take him back over Sessegnon.
You know, we might need to take him back, you know.
Yeah.
I'm even thinking, you know, we need a creative midfielder. Lascelles, so come back, man. You know, we shipped you off too soon. Bro, listen, it's actually that bad.
What's going on?
This season is absolutely nonsense. You know, and even when I was saying like we don't even look like we're pressing. We don't even press teams anymore. We don't got that lethal jump in us anymore. We used to like play high press, run at the defense, you know, catch them on the counter, quick possession, 1-2, you know, we don't even do that now. We just sit back. We ask for them to attack us. And that's another problem that is kind of like killing us as well, because we don't have the players to understand the game. Like, look, I understand how Conte wants to set up. Don't get me wrong. He wants to play his wing backs as like kind of like midfielders. It's like, you know, like become a 4 in midfield. You know, I understand how he wants to play.
Yeah.
The problem is the players are shit.
You don't have the players.
Yeah, the players are shit. Yeah. So and even if you try this player, that player, you don't even give chances. Example, Jed Spence. I know it might not been a Conte signing. You didn't give him a chance.
But this is where I'll go delve deeper into the video tomorrow. But this is where
okay, cool. Yeah, I'll stay tuned to it.
I will tell you why. So this is if Pochettino was the manager, right? I'll give you an example. We signed Nkudu. Do you remember Nkudu?
Yep.
I'm sure Poch didn't even know who
that guy was. Whack, man.
I know he didn't even know who Nkudu was. But I'll tell you what, and Sissoko as well. Do you remember Sissoko? I'll tell you what. We slated those players, and we know they were like rubbish, yeah. But Poch still played them in the fucking Champions League because he's that kind of manager. Do you know what I mean? Conte won't ever do that, man. Conte won't ever do that.
Moussa Sissoko, I don't know about Nkudu. Forget Nkudu, bro. That guy was whack, innit? Yeah. At least Moussa Sissoko, yeah. He didn't do nothing for us special, but he brought some energy to the field, you know. He was a tank. He used to run at players, you know.
Yeah.
He had the worst touch in the whole of the Prem. I used to remember when they passed it to him, he used to bounce off his leg.
Yeah.
You know? But at least he brought something to the table. The problem is Conte is just such a stubborn manager, and he don't try nothing new, you know, and he doesn't look. don't get me wrong, we already know this, and I don't have to carry on saying this. And I can
Okay, sorry,
always
go ahead.
say Levy is bad owners. We already know we have terrible owners. The problem we have right now
Mm.
is no matter who Levy buys, let's just say Conte says you get Skriniar, this and this and that and that and that. Cool. He spends the money, but we don't even know if Conte is going to stay. This is the problem we have. We don't know. We look. I don't. Okay. Look. I'm a Conte. I'm a Levy out
Like me,
activist.
like me,
Yeah.
like me. Yeah,
Yeah. But I don't blame Levy for not spending money. I don't
but
blame. I don't blame Levy for not spending money. That's suicidal, bro. You're running. You're running a business.
mhm.
And you don't even know if these workers are going to stay 6 months. Imagine they ask, okay, we need new laptops, we need this and this and this and that. And you don't know these workers are going to stay at your company.
Mm.
It's suicidal to provide him with the transfers. At least then sign the contract and then be like, okay, cool, let's back him. That's only one kind of like hair on my skin that I'm saying, okay, I give Levy the benefit of the doubt. But the problem is, Conte is just playing a mind games, and these mind games are just crazy. It's not helping Spurs' situation, and we just look like we're getting worse.
So do you think? Obviously, he had this gallbladder operation. Yeah, he went back to Italy, and he came back. Now he's back in Italy. I don't think you must have seen, right? He's back in Italy now. Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you think we're going to see him again for the rest of the season?
I
He's
don't know, man.
recovering. Apparently, he's recovering.
Listen, we play better without Conte.
So you don't think he's going to come back?
We listen. That's me saying something.
Yeah.
We play better without Conte.
So
We've
do
proven
you
we
think
play
he's
better
coming back?
without Conte.
Do you think he's coming back?
I don't know, man.
As in, because obviously he's gone to Italy now for his
He
recovery.
clearly likes Italy.
Yeah.
You know, this guy's traveled to Italy so many times. You know, don't get me wrong. He's had so many devastating moments at Tottenham. I don't know what unlucky manager has lost so many friends in the last
I
year.
know. Yeah.
He's got some unlucky charm in it. Don't get me wrong in it, but I don't even think Conte wants to be there. He don't look like he he wants to be at Tottenham. And when a manager doesn't want to be at Tottenham, the ultimate move is to move on.
I
If
don't
they don't
think.
want to be,
Yeah.
don't you agree with me? If he doesn't want to be there, he needs to move on.
No, I agree with you, but like, I don't know what he's thinking. Okay, he
This
said
is what I'm saying. He plays too many mind games. He
it's
plays this like it's fucking chess. He moves. You're nearly at checkmate, and he's making reverse moves
Mm,
just to prolong the game.
mm.
That's the problem with Conte. I
Shall I
would
read
love.
you something quite interesting in a sec?
Go ahead.
I don't know. So I don't know if you've seen this on Twitter, but the
Hmm.
Spurs Watch said AC Milan owner Jerry Cardinale, sorry I said his name wrong. Dream is Antonio Conte. Everyone knows it. It's a name that Milan have had in their mind for some time, and Conte wants to return. So do you think
Go
that the
for it.
writing's already on the wall?
Look, he clearly doesn't have no future at Tottenham.
Mm.
But then now, this is my question. Now then, this is what was gonna piss me off.
Mm.
Why the hell would you sign Pedro Porro?
I know it doesn't make any sense, does it?
Look, don't get me wrong. Pedro Porro is a fantastic player, but we're gonna get a new manager, whoever it is. It might even be Pochettino. Who knows? We need more than just Pochettino. Whoever we get, whoever it is, and I don't even know at this point, man. We've had too many managers in the last 5 years, man. It's like changing your underwear.
It's true.
Honestly,
It's true. No, you're
you
right.
know?
That's a good analogy, actually. That's a-
Yeah, like it's like cool. Why sign Pedro Porro? Because then these players are not. These players are not for the next manager, unless it's a smoke screen, and Levy already knows who the next manager is.
I think he does personally, but we all know who the next
And
manager
he
is.
brought Spence in. He brought Pedro Porro in. He's brought Destiny in. He's brought all of these players that are young, up and coming, hungry. for
That's,
maybe another manager.
what do you think of De Zerbi then?
You guys hear the club say, right?
Thought he's only been in the league for like what, a few months?
See the problem I have with the Brighton manager.
Mm.
He hasn't really done anything to show me
No,
why
no, I
he's the
agree.
manager.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
don't get me wrong. Maybe I'm stepping out of bounds, but
Mm.
he's just playing Potter's system.
That's basically what it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Potter has set up that system for 5, 6, or however long he was
Mm.
there, and he's just slot in and said, "Yeah, this is how we're gonna play." Don't get me wrong. Credits where credits due. When
Mm.
you take away the coaches and you take away the whole background, the backroom scarf, your team
Mm.
is gonna have major changes. But he hasn't proved to me he hasn't been here long enough, you know. Like we
To make a
haven't really
judgment.
seen that
To make a
much. Yeah, yeah,
judgment.
we haven't seen
Yeah,
much that much of him. We haven't seen him when he's losing.
yeah.
We
Mm.
haven't seen when he's under pressure. We don't know if he can even handle the pressure. Look at how Potter is at Chelsea.
Well, Potter's just getting destroyed.
You see my point. So you can't
Yeah.
just jump one manager in and one manager out. This is not monopoly. This is the problem as well. Like this is why football is such a delicate game.
Mm.
Whoever you, I think it's in the writing. We're gonna get Pochettino.
I,
I
I,
feel like he's
I
coming. He's coming to Tottenham, and he's always said he wants to finish the project.
mm. I mean, I kind of agree with Soren and you. I think Poch is basically done already, and I think we're just riding it out to the rest of the season.
Because look at this, yeah. Interesting fact to it. I don't know if you know this. Pochettino's son, he plays in under 18s
For Tottenham, does he still
academy
play? Does he
for
still play
Tottenham.
for them?
Yep, for
Yeah,
Tottenham.
because I remember he
For
joined.
some,
Yeah, yeah.
for someone that still, for someone's son
Mm.
that still plays in a team that got, he got booted. Like the way he got, I don't think we even should have sacked him. You know, I know
Mm.
the form was terrible when he left, but he got hard done by Levy. For his son to still stay in that team
Yeah.
tells me a lot of things, you know.
I'll go into it. I agree with you. Like, but every manager's basically been done by Levy, so it's not saying, oh, he's been done by Levy, but they've all been done
Do
by
you
Levy.
do you think Pochettino is the right manager?
No, but
No.
I agree with this because I don't really care at this point, to be honest.
Mm.
I don't care. This is a Spurs channel, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
As in,
Yeah,
like,
no,
for
but
me, I'm kind of
you
apathetic about like.
you don't
Eh,
think Pochettino's the right guy to do this to deal with this situation?
there's no right guy unless we invest in the team, man. I don't think there's any right guy. You could put
But
in
at least then we have a
Pep,
project.
Klopp, Fergie is like the director of football, and we'll still have problems. Because if Levy keeps getting
Yeah.
involved, I still think we'll have problems. But
Yeah,
personally, for
yeah.
me, this is my opinion. People are going to hate me for saying this, and you can clip this if you want. I will lose all respect for Pochettino if he comes back, and I'll maybe make another video about this when he joins, if he comes back. Because I like for you to come
Why?
back to someone who fucked you over, like think
Okay,
about
look, I
yourself.
agree. No,
Yeah,
but I agree. But
yeah.
when you love a club, it's like cool. Example. I'm going to use a good example, good analogy. We all know that Kane is an Arsenal fan,
Yeah.
hardcore Arsenal fan. Hard. When I say hardcore, he loves Arsenal. As much as you think he's a Tottenham boy, he's more of an Arsenal fan than a Tottenham fan. You know. So if Kane had the
I have
opportunity
my own
to
opinions on
go
Poch.
Arsenal,
Don't worry. Yeah.
if Kane had the opportunity to go Arsenal, I think Kane would go Arsenal.
You think?
Yeah. When you love a club so much, you would do it for love.
Sorry, I'm with this analogy. I agree with him.
Sleep.
This is one of my shows brilliant. What's the point, FC? You're actually a hero. Like it's like you read my mind. That's why I feel about it. That's why I say I lose all respect for him.
But you can tell Poch loves this club, you know. I think he's doing it just more, not based on how he got fucked over, but I feel like he would come back because he wanted to take us to the for Neverland. He was so close. Look cool. apart from the title, what's bigger than
Yeah.
the title? Champions League.
You took us to the
And
final. Yeah.
Pochettino was the closest we've ever gotten to the Champions League.
Mm.
So when a manager loves your club so much, you know, I've been told that he still follows ex Spurs players and all of that. I don't go too much into that, you know. Let me be real with you. I I got no time for that. I don't really care who you follow and who you don't. But when a manager loves a club, it is what it is.
Yeah, he's read my mind. That's just saying using the force. But he knows what I'm talking about. He knows what I'm talking. But as in, like, for me, like, I don't know. I'm not saying I don't like Poch, yeah, just on record. But I think he's coming back to Spurs. Of course, he might love the club. I don't know him that. Obviously, I don't know him personally. I know he still hangs around with Ozzy ideas and ex-Spurs players. So the writing for me has always been on the wall, and he's always said he wants to come back at some point. But I just think he's taking the job because it's kind of comfortable. Because at PSG, he was getting like all these egos around. He got, considering he had Messi and all these other players. I know he won the league with them, but
He's won trophies and that.
He did.
No, he didn't win the Champions League. Yeah, but he's won trophies.
With PSG, yeah.
But now he's gone back. Look, cool. Look. Okay, cool. You might think I'm really deluded for saying this, innit?
Yeah.
The problem that Poch had at Tottenham was the fact that he didn't win trophies. Now he's gone away and won trophies, yeah?
Yeah.
Now he has more experience. I think it'll be good for Tottenham.
No,
because I don't see any other manager coming to Tottenham.
No, you're probably right. Yeah.
Maybe it's just my last resort. But who else can come to Tottenham? We're not getting nobody.
You're gonna laugh when I tell you who I would want as manager. You actually gonna laugh your head off if I told you. The only one who I think could work under Enoch. You're gonna laugh if I tell you the name.
You better not say Simeone.
No. It's even worse than that. Shall I tell you why? Because he's worked with shit players before. Sean Dyche.
Nah, man, we can't
do
that.
Only manager
fossil football, man.
This squad. I don't
that
think
fossil Sean Dyche.
Yeah.
You must be smoking something, man. That guy's gonna stink out Tottenham. You thought it was bad on the Conte. You thought it was bad on the Conte. I'd rather watch Conte ball, bruv. I'd rather watch us get slapped up than watch that stinky ball, man. That is sit back and hope for the best. Lob the ball up.
No, shall I tell you why it would work? And you won't believe me why. Because, obviously, the managers never get the players they want, right? Yeah? And Sean Dyche has, always worked with clubs with, little money and, shit players. At least he's got.
But that's Pochettino, though. But that's Pochettino. He was Pochettino was the definition of Oliver the Twist. He wants more and he never got more. The problem is Pochettino had no budget. For how long? He turned water into wine at Tottenham. The problem with Tottenham fans, we don't really put respect on what Pochettino done for Tottenham. He, in my opinion, see, you're gonna think I'm deluded, yeah. Again,
no, it's fine. Say what you're
I'm
saying.
I'm a young Spurs fan. But
it's fine, man. Just say what you want to say.
Nobody has taken us to the Champions League ever before, apart from Pochettino. Yes, he might have not won anything, but I think he was our best manager we've ever had.
In your lifetime, you think, yeah?
Yeah, in my lifetime.
Yeah. Because Bill Nick's our best ever manager, right? You know that, yeah?
Yeah, but I don't know that brother. That brother...
he's not alive.
Listen, it was past my time. Black and white TV, man.
Yeah. But, I disagree with you. I like Redknapp more, but that's just my...
Redknapp?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I like Redknapp a lot, man. I thought he was brilliant.
Redknapp was good. Don't get me wrong, but the team he had, he should have done more. That's the problem. That's the problem with Redknapp.
But you could argue that with Pochettino because everyone bangs on about that team as if.
Redknapp's team was better than Pochettino's team.
Really? You think?
Yeah. Bale,
Lennon, Van der Vaart.
Yeah,
Modric.
Bro, you're talking about Defoe.
But we didn't have Harry Kane.
Yeah, but bro, do you remember how good Defoe was, man?
Yeah, Defoe was. I love.
He was sick, man.
Yeah.
You know what? That could be a future manager. In the making. He was.
Stuff.
Is he actually?
Yeah. Oh, I don't feel like the only one. Sean Dyche is the man.
Sure, you man are smoking something, man. I've come on I've come on a dangerous stream, man. You guys are saying Sean Dyche, bro.
The only reason I say this, I told you the only reason I say this because you think like Levy ain't gonna back any manager yet. He gives
But
all these managers shit
Poch didn't
players.
get backed.
Yeah, he gives these managers shit players. Sean Dyche, he took Burnley to fucking Europa League.
Yeah, he took Burnley to Europa League.
And they had
Pochettino took Tottenham to the Champions League, baby. What with the team? If you think about it, yeah, the team that Poch took. Look, at the time we had Kyle Walker.
Yeah.
We had
Rose.
Trippier. We had We had Rose. You know, they were up and coming. Jan and bro, we missed them. We haven't replaced them players, man. We have. You know when Toby Alderweireld left, yeah, I felt like shit. We need to start replacing these players. You know, we didn't sign nobody. And then when Jan,
it's true.
We might need to bring them back.
You think?
Yeah, 100%. Maybe for like a 6-month deal or something. You know, like because it can't be as worse as what we got right now. Come on, let's be real with you.
You're right. Jan now and Toby now are better than Dyer and Davies and Sanchez and.
We've gone from Jan to Toby, and Dyer wasn't even getting in the team to Dyer starting. That's how bad our team is. And you know who's been the biggest flop in Tottenham's history? Davinson Sanchez, man. That brother, he's a fraud, man.
Shall I tell you something about him? Really annoys me. I know he's shit, but shall I tell you what's really bad about Tottenham? You know they signed him for 1 season. He joined Ajax for 1 season. We signed off for 1 season. Not the Ajax players that come through the academy. We signed someone they bloody signed for 1 year.
We got scammed.
What the hell was
we got scammed with a Tamagotchi, bro. Yeah. You know, look, we got scammed to the point where they scammed us. They knew Tottenham was falling into this hickety dickery, and we decided to sign him for no reason, man. He's been awful. I haven't actually even. I can't even remember when he played. I can't even remember a good game.
No, he's been rubbish like every year.
When did he actually have a good game for Tottenham? How long? He's been here for like 4 or 5 years now. He was meant to be replacing like
17, right? Is 2017? I think.
It's time for him to go, man.
Yeah. Okay, on to Levy. So obviously you saw the story about his name, Nassau Al Khafi. Is that his name?
Yeah,
Nassau
man.
Al Khafi. So do you think it will sell ever?
We already got the confirmation that Big Head has denied the causes. Said Tottenham's not for sale. He wants to run us down. Is what it is.
So do you think this bid has any like truth to it or legs to it?
Nope. When Tottenham look, there's truth to it. It's like when Toboli wanted to buy Tottenham. Yeah. When Toboli wanted to buy Tottenham. Yeah, there was truth to it. Now look, Toboli's bought Chelsea, right? There's truth to it, right? That's the truth. I don't have to say there's no truth, but it clearly just tells me Enoch and John Lewis, all of these brothers don't want to sell.
John Lewis, yeah.
I call it John Lewis. Yeah, man. John Lewis.
John Lewis.
Yeah, that's his name, man. That is his name. You love how I'm. Listen.
That's funny, man.
They don't want to.
John Lewis.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Got John Lewis and.
Yeah.
Levi's.
Yeah, they don't want to sell Tottenham.
Yeah.
They've got a good franchise. Let's be totally honest. Yeah. Away from football, financially and like bringing money to their pocket, they've got a money glitch. Think about it. They can host the NFL. They can host concerts. They can host the games. They can even host, like, they could do so much stuff in that Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, you know? You know?
Lady Gaga, Beyonce, she's doing two.
Tell me about it, yeah? So they've got a money glitch in the making. So they're not going to sell. And they're not going to sell for 3.1 or whatever the price is that you're talking about. I think if they really was to accept the offer, it would have to be above 5 mil, 5 mil and above. Because if you think about it, the Tottenham Stadium is the newest and one of the best, and not even one of the best stadium in the whole world. You know,
It probably is. I've been there loads of times, but I think it probably is.
exactly. So,
Yeah, yeah.
so when it comes down to it, they've got something going good for them. You know, so they're not gonna sell for cheap. I know 3 billion is not cheap. That's a lot of money. You can give me 1 million, I think that's a lot of money. Let alone
Yeah,
3 billion.
I'll take 1 million.
Yeah, but it look, they've got something going for themselves, and yeah, it's not. They're not gonna sell. It is what it is, isn't it?
Okay, and
But
then we've got
it's
West. Yeah, once you're done. What do
no,
you
no.
think?
I was just
Is
gonna
this?
say we're gonna
Do you
fall
think they're gonna make
behind.
another bid? Do you think they're gonna make another bid though? This guy.
Who knows, man? The problem is, I don't even think they're rich like that.
And
They
that's Al
don't.
Kafi. Is
Yeah,
Iranian? Is Iranian or something? I was reading.
I don't think they're rich like that. All I hear is the Saudi are rich,
Yeah.
you know. But I don't know if this brother's rich. That's the problem.
All right. Okay. But from what I've read,
I don't know, man. I don't know nothing about him.
yeah, from what I read,
His name.
everyone's
Go on,
watching.
then.
From what I read, this guy has like good intentions for Tottenham. Like he does actually want to see it succeed on the pitch. From what I was reading, at least he does want to obviously
What a shame.
make the brand bigger, of course. But that's just natural. I think that's naturally going to happen. But from what I read, he actually does want to see success. So,
What do you? But do you think these guys are going to sell?
no, I don't think they're going to sell.
Of course not. They've got something good for them. Look, this stadium's making them money. If you think about it, look, Tottenham.
Yeah.
I think I say this point quite a lot.
Mm.
Highest tickets, highest shirts, highest beer prices, concerts, all of this, all of that. That's making them a lot of money. So they're not just going to let go of it. You know, you have to convince them. You're going to have to come back with another bid, 4 billion. They're going to reject it, 5 billion. That's when you think, shit, these people are serious. They got money.
Yeah.
You know? And
I was watching Sky Sports because you make very good points there. It was Charlie Wyatt from The Sun and some other woman. Excuse me, I can't remember her name. I think she's a Scottish journalist. I don't remember her name. But he was talking, Charlie Wyatt from The Sun was talking last night about the bid because obviously they brought it up. He said that Levy, he doesn't think Levy wants to sell. Obviously, he said because they're still building like the hotels and all this other stuff.
You see my point? They've got something good.
Yeah.
I call it the money glitch. They've got the money glitch and they've got the money formula. When you have that formula, you're not just gonna throw it away. That formula is working. It's like passive income to them.
It is.
Once you have that passive income, you're not just gonna get rid of. Sorry, the super chats are going fast. Yeah.
Harry Levy wants 1.5 million for Chick King. This guy. big up Chick King, by the way, if you're watching it.
Yeah, big up to you. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
It comes down to he's got something good for himself, and he's not gonna just let it go. You know, think about it like this: if you have the formula to turn water into wine, are you gonna just let it go like that? No. And look, the problem is Spurs fans let it happen because we go to the games, we buy the merch, we buy all of these type of things. We see Lady Gaga, we scream about Lady Gaga, we scream about Beyonce. We wonder if anything's gonna ever change. And this is why it's not gonna change because we keep providing. Look, think about it. Fans are what provides the money. You know, I saw something they make about a match day. In a match day, they make about something like 360,000 pounds.
Yeah, I read that.
For every match day or something like that, you know?
It's a lot of money. They make, I think.
It's a lot of money for one match day.
I think they make the most out of every Premier League club on a match day, I think. I might be wrong.
I saw a stat like that. You're talking about the highest tickets, the highest beer, the highest all of this type of stuff. Of course, you're making them up. And you're talking about the sponsorships as well. Look, I'm not too knowledgeable about the finance in Tottenham.
I'm not either. But I know we have one of the highest ticket prices in the world. I know we
So
pay like fortunes for stuff, and we get not a lot back.
so now the question is, you think that big head Levy is gonna sell to this guy? Of
No,
course not.
no. Why
He's
would
got the
he? Why would
formula.
he? Why would
He's
he?
got the money glitch.
Mm.
You know, he has the formula. And also, in fact, I forgot to mention this point. Tottenham,
There we go.
in terms of wages, third highest in Europe.
Mm.
Just tells me, thank you for bringing up stats. It even pisses me off. It's the third.
Mm.
We can't even fucking sign players, and it's
Yeah.
the third highest.
Yeah.
It just proves to me we're wrong. We're wrong.
Mm.
You know. But back to what I was just about to say. In terms of contracts with like players like Kane and that, Kane's not even on a big contract.
18 months, I think he's on. Well,
No, when I say big contract, money wise, he's not on a big
is he on like
contract.
250k a week or not?
202, I think it's £230,000
Plus add-on,
a
plus
week.
like bonuses.
Yeah,
or something,
plus
isn't it?
add-ons.
Yeah.
Now, he's not. You're talking about your top goal scorer, breaking records, scoring every single week, and he's not even one of the highest in the Prem. Think about it like that.
He should be really on 400k a week, really. If you
think about it like that.
Yeah.
Just take it in perspective. He's not even in the top 15. In fact, he's not even in the top 20. I saw this thing as well.
Is it?
He's on.
Right.
Yeah. I think he's like 27th.
Oh my god! And he's probably like should be like second or something or third.
So now you see what I'm trying to say. Levy's tight with his pocket. He makes a lot of money. He's got the money formula. You think this guy's gonna sell? The question is no.
No. Okay.
And he's not gonna sell for stupid prices like 3 billion. Look, okay, in my opinion, that's a big amount of money, but for them, 3 billion, it's nothing. They bought this club for 25 million.
I know, yeah.
Think about it like that.
Of peas. They're gonna make a lot of peas when they sell.
This is what they're about. They're about the money, man. They've always been about the money, and they've always been about the money. You can't really change it.
Nah. Anyways, we've got a game actually on Sunday against West Ham. So this is probably the last section of the stream. Thoughts on West Ham on Sunday? Or we can get battered?
Tottenham get battered everywhere we go. Look, okay, cool.
They always, West Ham, they're fighting relegation, or supposedly fighting relegation, but they're always up for this game, man.
They could be fighting relegation. They could be relegated, but they can beat Spurs.
Yeah,
they can beat Spurs. Anybody can beat Spurs. Yeah. You know, we are so predictable to play against. But let's be totally real with you. Højbjerg's back.
Yeah.
So that's a booster. It's gonna be a really difficult game. You know, I actually can't see us winning, and if I could see us drawing at best. But
you think at best draw?
Yeah. West is it at West Ham?
No, it's at Spurs.
It's at Spurs. Ooh, okay, cool.
Obviously, Højbjerg's back, and also your favourite mate, Stellini, because obviously Conte's in Italy. Stellini's going to be the manager, so.
Ooh, interesting.
Because you like when Conte's not there.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Look, okay, cool. Yeah, I could see it being like something like 2-1, 1-1. You know. Yeah, because like I feel like at home they need to prove something to us, man. We after that AC Milan defeat, they need to come out and show us why they're Tottenham, why they're playing for that badge. You know? And if they don't perform, if we lose, I'm telling you, all of them players have to get deducted. Their wages have to go to charity. In fact, their wages has to come to my pocket. What about you? Do you think we're gonna win?
No. Shall I tell you why? Because like I just know when I watch us now, I don't. Do you think the players are playing? This is okay. When I watch the Milan game, I got this really weird energy like from it, like uncertainty. Do you know what I mean? Like it felt really uncertain. The players were playing as if like they didn't know what was going to happen, and I feel like I know Conte's in Italy, but I do feel like it's the same sort of thing. Like our
But
front three. If our front three were
you think,
firing, I would
yeah,
tell
yeah.
you I'd be confident. But because Kane, Son, he might probably start probably, and Kulusevski even Kulusevski just looks off form. I'm not confident because I don't see us keeping a clean sheet, and we don't look like scoring. So
Do you think Kulusevski is going to play after that performance, that disappearing act?
what are you going to play, Danjuma?
Listen,
He's whack as well.
look, listen. But Kulusevski was missing in that AC Milan. It's a thing where, look,
Who you playing?
I'm not.
If Kudu ain't playing, who you playing?
See, I want Richarlison to play through the middle, but nobody else is going to play that right side. So I think we need to give Richarlison a chance.
On the right again?
Yeah, we need to give him 90 minutes, man.
Mm.
I feel like he hasn't. Look, don't get me wrong, yeah, he hasn't been anything special, you know? But if we give him 90 minutes, at least he can have like a runner.
Yeah.
Because something needs to change, man. After that defeat, man, we need to change something. There needs to be some energy in this Tottenham side.
What I would do, I put Richarlison on the right, not on the right. I put him in the middle with Kane, and I put Kulusevski in the number 10 spot. That's what I would do.
Wait, middle with Kane?
As in, there's the two strikers. You know the classic 3-5-2. Remember?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, put Kulusevski as the number 10 and put them two up front together.
And
I'd
what? Drops on?
Yeah. Because for me, that's the only way you get the best out of Richarlison, Kulusevski, and Kane as a trio. If you're playing all three, I think you have to drop Kulu in the 10 and play him a bit more central, and let Richarlison and Kane play as like a duo up front. And you can in that scenario you can play Porro because Kulusevski's at least playing a bit deeper, so to help the midfield out. You know Modric used to play that position, and like Eriksen and like players like that. Yeah. In a sort of like.
So you think Kulu's that player?
I think Kulu could do that because I think playing off the wing, I think he has more jobs to do. I think if he plays in there, he can at least play the passes this way and that way.
Interesting.
And you have Richarlison and Kane as like runners. I think it's better, but that's just my take. That's what I would do.
Interesting. That's an interesting lineup. But you need to talk about.
He's going to put him on the right, and
West Ham is going to be lethal though. I think that's just going to keep us open because of what you're going to play 4 at the back.
No. I mean, I think he's still going to stay with the 3-5-2.
3, yeah. Okay, cool. So what's your 3?
He's still going to do that, I think, regardless of what we say. I still think we're going to see 3 at the back, aren't we?
Yeah. So what's your 3?
Oh, this is good. Tanganga, Longley, Romero.
Nah, Tanganga got roasted the other day, man. I can't lie to you. He needs to sit on the bench. You know.
So I'd play Longley on the left, Romero in the middle, and Tanganga on the right. That's what I would do. Because I just don't want to see Dyer play or Davies.
No. I'll play Ben Davis, innit? Ben Davis left, Longley middle.
Yeah, okay.
And Romero right.
That's all right. That's better than Dyer.
Yeah. He needs to get rested, man.
Who, Dyer or Tanganga?
Both of them, bruv.
They're all crap.
In fact, they need to get sold. Let alone rested,
played
man.
well against Milan. I just thought he played quite well.
That's just saying a lot.
Yeah, considering how bad everyone else was.
That's just it. So what do you think right back situation is going to be? Do you think he's going to
I think he'll play
Porro?
Yeah. Would you play Emerson?
Nah, I would have to play Emerson.
You play Emerson
because West Ham are lethal, man.
Yeah. Scamacca, Antonio.
Yeah, man. They are lethal, man. They are lethal. I would have to play Emerson. He's good defensively, you know. I have to give him credit where he's got credit due.
I thought we were sitting here like praising Emerson. I didn't think we'd actually.
This is an alternative universe. This is what I'm trying to say to you.
Yeah.
If shit has come down to the fan, when we're saying Emerson's one of our best centre backs or best
Best-
defenders. You know what I'm
yeah,
trying to say? That's when you know the world has gone upside down.
yeah. I didn't think someone like you would say that as well. I was like,
Bro, I've
I
always
thought you'd be
said
sitting there
Emerson
saying,
needs to go.
Emerson's rubbish.
But see, this is what I never got, you know.
Yeah.
I never got. Why did we get rid of Doherty? It should
I'll
have
tell
been
you why.
Doherty was hitting form, man.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
Anthony
we would
Gardner.
be good with Doherty.
Do you remember Anthony Gardner? Or you're not young enough?
Oh, yep.
He's probably better than Dyer, to be fair. Like with him, I think they kept Emerson because he's younger, and also because no, with Doherty, they didn't realize they ran out of loans. Remember, they had to
But
cancel his contract.
even still, we should have kept Doherty, man.
I wanted to keep
Do-
Doherty. I wanted to keep him.
Doherty. See, look, cool. I keep praising Emerson Royale, even though Emerson Royale has been good. Do you think? You see, Doherty was hitting form just
Yeah,
before
yeah.
we decided to get rid of him.
True,
He was
true.
actually hitting
Yeah.
form, and he just come back from that crazy injury as well. You know, left back. There's only one position. It's
Perisic,
we don't have
yeah.
no options.
Yeah.
We actually
Especially
don't
when he's
actually.
injured. Yeah.
Or could we see this happening as well? You know, I don't know if Pedro Porro has played on the left. Could he do a left job?
I haven't seen him play
Because
there,
you
so I
can't.
don't really know.
Because maybe that will give Son chances to like adventure forward if he's on the left side. I don't know.
Gardner, Davenport, too. Do you remember them? Stephen Carr. He
nah,
was really actually. You know what? That's disrespectful. Stephen Carr was a good right back. I hope you're not taking the piss, man.
he was slow though.
Stephen Carr.
Yeah, he was slow.
No, he wasn't that slow.
It was slow. He was slowish.
Atuba's a legend, man. That guy was funny.
Yeah.
But Stephen Carr
what
was
is
a
it
good
called?
defender. I actually like Stephen Carr.
In terms of like midfield, then, so you're gonna go with Pepe Sarr?
Sarr has to play, man. After that game.
Yeah,
Sarr
I think it's obvious.
Yeah.
So no Oliver Skip. Do you think?
No over the twist. I don't think he's gonna play.
Nah, okay. See, yeah. Mine is Højbjerg and Papa Sarr. And then goalkeeper, it has to be Foster.
He played well
Yeah,
anyway.
man.
So, yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did play well. Give him that, you know.
And then Kane, I guess. You're not dropping Kane.
We can't though. That's the problem. The problem is we can't. We have nobody to replace him.
No options. No.
Yeah, our team is broken, man. I haven't actually
had Danjuma.
Danjuma over Son.
No, would you play because obviously you said Kulusevski's been bad, Son's been bad. So I've seen people say play Danjuma and Richarlison instead of Kulusevski and the Son. From what I've seen of Danjuma, man, I don't rate the guy. I'm just got to be honest.
Bruv, he runs like a donkey, man.
Yeah. Do you remember Stefan Dalmat? Do you ever remember that player?
Stefan Dalmat? Nah, I don't know who that is.
He's been on loan from Inter Milan, right? And I remember this one game he was really sick against Wolves. I think he scored. Every other game though, he looked like so slow. And
who we should have got? Now you're talking about Wolves.
Yeah.
Adama Traore.
You would have taken Traore.
Yeah, man. I think we need a player like that.
Like literally.
I think we needed a player like that. You know. I think when the hype was about him before he went to Barcelona, I think that's when we should have got him. He would have been a perfect signing for Tottenham. He would have offered us something different instead of what is it called? Danjuma.
He is a better. I agree with you. He's a better option than Danjuma.
Exactly.
No Danjuma, but the funny thing about him, he was in the country, and we let Hill go on loan. I think Spurs were just like, oh, he's in the country, let's just get him because we can fill a spot. I don't think there's any purpose to that transfer apart from just squad filler. That's just how it seems to me. Like, what's the point otherwise?
Do you think it was right for us to let Brian Gill go?
I wanted to keep Brian Hill. I actually like Brian Hill. I thought he was doing well, but especially with bringing Danjuma instead of him. Like, come on, man. Like, what was the point? But I think Gil wants to go back to Spain anyway.
I think also we need to take this into consideration. We have to give Danjuma time. It's only been what? He hasn't even had a start, like
No, I agree with
like
you. I agree with
you know.
you.
So we still need to give him time, you know. I get it's just Danjuma. Imagine what has Tottenham turned into. Like I don't know, man. I don't. Tottenham is just going to shit, man.
Yeah, yeah.
It's going to shit. Our players are getting worse and worse every season.
But we have the same
You
players
know,
every season. That's why. Like,
this summer is going to be a big transfer window for Tottenham as well. You know,
but we
I'm
say that every
hoping.
summer and nothing changes.
Yeah, but I'm hoping something big
You
comes
think we'll
apart.
finally get rid of all this dead wood because we have like 12 players that we probably need to sell?
We struggle to get rid of them.
Yeah.
The best we can do is put them on loan.
Yeah.
And even their loans, they want to bounce back. It's like when you're trying to pay for something on a card and you don't have money on your card.
Yeah.
And you tap it and it bounces back. They just want to send all the players back.
Yeah.
You hear about what is it called? Winks. They want to send them back.
He was injured, wasn't he, or something? For like 3 months.
It's terrible.
Yeah. So go on to West Ham. Match prediction. What's the score going to be? I'll say mine after yours.
2-1.
2-1 to Tottenham.
Yeah, I'm going with a win. I need to see a win. Otherwise, listen. When we have our next little fan calm down, I'm coming with some lethal energy, bro.
Yeah, okay. If we lose this game, you're gonna go in.
I'm coming with. I'm gonna stink the place out, man. I'm gonna go in. If we lose, they need to win. They need to win, not for themselves, just to steady the ship, to make me want to support Tottenham again. I support Tottenham. Don't get me wrong, but it's a thin line, man. It's a thin line. I'm starting to be a mediocre fan. Oh, I don't care.
I'm like that now, but it's more the fact that you know what it is. Like I'll support the club, whatever, and when I'm in the stadium, I support the players. I shout. I waste my voice for 90 minutes, like shouting at the ref or whatever. But when it comes to actual score, I'm just like, well, if we lose, we lose, and we win, we win. Because at the end of the day, even if we finish top 4, we still won't spend money. If we do finish top 4, the only thing I really care about is the FA Cup. Like, I really want us to win the FA Cup.
Do you think we're going to win the FA Cup?
No, I don't think we are. I really want us to win the FA Cup, though.
Who do we have in next round?
Sheffield United away. It's on the
Sheffield
Wednesday.
United. So that should be a win.
It should.
Yeah, it should be a win. Who's still in it? So we've got
Arsenal out, by the way.
Yeah, Arsenal. I remember Arsenal coming out. Is Man City in it?
No, yeah, because they beat Arsenal in the last round.
Yep. So Man City. I can't even remember who is
in it. I can't remember.
I do not know, man.
Liverpool's still in it just about because they won their replay.
See, look. The problem we're gonna have, and this is not just getting to the final. We have to beat them big teams along the way. That's the problem. Like I'm not going to be confident if we have to play against Liverpool.
I've got no chance against Liverpool.
Do you understand where I'm coming from?
We've got to just hope they play each other, like Liverpool play City or something.
No, I hope we play City, man. We seem to perform against City. No matter what the day is, the time is, we seem to perform all the time against
Don't jinx
City.
us because we play them in the final now. We don't win. I'm going to be like...
Yeah. So, ideally, we want to miss teams like Liverpool and them teams, because we're not going to have a chance. Especially the problem is we're not good against them. Even when they're bad, we're not good against them. Like teams like Chelsea, we're just not good against them.
We've got them in 2 weeks, on the 26th.
God help us.
Yeah, we're going to lose that. I can tell.
Yeah, we're going to get smack up.
They'll be rubbish. We'll see them Porto turn into magic, and then
them. Listen, that Modric guy looks fast.
Modric is sick, honestly.
Yeah. He looks fast, but he's been hit and miss though. I
He's
feel
young,
like
though. That's probably why. Yeah.
Again, I think it's about adapting to the Prem as well because they've got a whole new 11. It's already hard enough one player adapting, When you got a whole squad, it takes time to gel, You're not going to be perfect just like that, So who knows, man? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But
I think
Tottenham
Mudryk
is
could
in
be like a new
shits.
Hazard from what I've seen.
You
Like
think
a new
so?
Hazard. Yeah, I think something like that. Yeah. He's very raw, but I do think he can be that sort of player.
But do you think Potter's going to be the person to
No,
like
I think he
enhance
doesn't.
these people, enhance these players?
So I'm having a Chelsea fan come on next week. Fingers crossed. I
Hmm.
think I work with him, so he's probably gonna come on for like an hour.
Okay.
And it's funny. He wanted Potter, and I warned him. I go to him. The step up from Brighton to Chelsea is like massive. Can you expect a manager like Potter to do it? And I go to him like personally for me, I think the jury was out because he didn't go from like Brighton to say like
A
like
Tottenham.
a Tottenham or something like that to
Yeah,
see how
you
he
would
does.
want. Let's be real. You wanted
Yeah,
Potter. I know. I wanted Potter. I know you wanted Potter
me, it wasn't
because
me. I
yeah,
didn't like
yeah.
Potter. I wanted
So
Conte from like
so
day.
when Potter was in the speaking, when we were
Yeah,
trying to get a new manager,
yeah.
and we wasn't linked to Conte.
Mm. Who
Didn't
did
you
I want?
say? Didn't you want Potter? I wanted Potter. I'm telling you, I wanted Potter.
You
I'm
wanted
glad we
Potter.
missed him though.
Yeah.
I'm glad we missed
I
him
think he's out of
because
his depth. I think he's out of his depth at Chelsea.
I think this just look for me. I think that he's out of his depths. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like they have to give him time as well. He's a
Arteta.
project manager. Them type of managers, it takes 3 seasons for them to develop their style, develop their understanding, develop their tactical awareness. You know, they're not them managers like Mourinho, Conte that just
Oh
goes
yeah.
like, boom,
Yeah.
let's play. You know,
Mm.
it's like Pochettino as well. When Pochettino came to Tottenham, the first season we were shy. I don't know if
I
you
know we were
remember.
rubbish. We were rubbish.
We were
Yeah.
rubbish. I was thinking we've got a fraud, man. You know, we've got a fraud. We're getting relegated. I even started thinking we were going to get relegated, you know. But
Mm.
you need to understand the managers take time to develop their players, to understand their style, you know.
Mm.
And once you got their style in place, they run away with it, you know. So the
Mm.
thing with Tottenham, see, this is why I need a project manager. I don't know who it's going to be. Ideally, if it's Pochettino,
I think it'll be
is what
Poch.
it is, you know.
So Talk Sport said that he's in line for a shock return anyway.
It looks
To
like
make
it's
a
going to
shock
happen.
return. I think it's gonna happen. Like it's basically done at this point. But
Done deal. So you think them signings like Pedro
Porro,
Porro and
like we had with
Danjuma
Kyle
with
Walker, maybe they see Porro as that kind of player for him. I don't know. I think Perisic will probably be gone. He's only got a year left anyway. I mean, he won't
you
play under
know
Poch.
you know who really disappointed me as a player? Off the topic.
Yeah. Okay.
Foyth.
I didn't rate him either when he was there.
But see, a lot of fans said that, you know. But don't you think he'll be good in this Tottenham team?
Yeah, because we need. I think as in a back three, he could look all
He
right.
would perform,
Yeah,
you know?
he does well
Even
for
Aurea.
Argentina.
We miss players like Aurea and that.
Aurea
See,
would have been good in the back five. I actually think. Yeah,
100%, man.
yeah. Mourinho
But
actually
see,
got a lot about Aurea for a while. Remember, he got something out of him
we
for a
shouldn't
while.
have sacked Mourinho. Look,
I know. I
even
didn't
though it
want to
was
sack
fucking
Mourinho.
fucked,
I didn't
man,
want to
but
sack Mourinho, but you know how many
we would have
Spurs
had.
fans wanted Mourinho gone.
I
I
I
disagree
don't
with him, but
understand how you could just
yeah.
say you want Mourinho gone.
They hated him, man, because he slated like Dele Alli, and then people got all like funny about it. And then do you remember the documentary cussed out Dele completely?
Yeah, of
People got
course,
so
isn't it?
offended, like
You know,
how dare you say this? Yeah,
yeah, I remember all the
yeah.
madness that was going on. But
Mm.
look,
No, I agree with you.
don't get me wrong.
wanted to keep Mourinho. I didn't want Mourinho sacked.
Mourinho was the manager that was going to win us the cup, and he
He
got
could have won us the
sacked.
cup. Yeah,
Yeah, man, he got sacked, and the way Levy sacked him, that wasn't really good. But don't you think managers are going to be thinking, look, shit, Mourinho's calm, Conte's calm,
both failed.
both fail, both have just
I
been
agree.
axed.
I agree. Yeah, yeah.
You know, we are turning into like one of them teams that are not really.
We're coming to an iconic look.
Um,
That's what we're turning into.
no, there's a word for it. Attractive.
We're
You know,
not.
when a team is attractive to a manager, you know, when sometimes it's like, oh, a big step up. I want to be managing at Tottenham. You know, when managers might have a dream, we're not even attractive anymore, you know?
We're not. We're not.
Because when you got owners like Levy that control
So much.
basically 99% of
Yeah.
the transfers and 99% of the business, you know, it's hard to work with these people, you know? And even Pochettino said it, you know, I'm not the manager, I'm just a coach. Remember, he sent them key words, and it's really now kind of come back to me, and I've realized like any manager that actually wants to succeed under Levy,
It won't happen.
ultimately it's not going to succeed.
Yeah. So why do you want Poch back then? Sorry.
You know, but look, I want a project, man. I want to see, I want to see some high press, four at the back, counter attack,
You're so
flair.
for the back. For the back.
Yeah, man, I want to see some flair, man. I'm sick and tired of three at the back, man. You know, it's not worked under what, three managers?
Mourinho didn't play at three at the back though.
Nuno
Didn't play at three at the back.
Nuno did,
No, he tried to play 4-3-3. I remember.
and he got sucker punched when he tried.
Yeah, do you remember? When you went away to Arsenal, we lost 3-0. Do you remember? He played with 4-3-3.
Oh yeah, and that I was fuming, man.
He got battered.
In fact,
yeah,
I was fuming, bro. I was actually so pissed, and I had work, and I work with a lot of Arsenal fans, you know.
Yeah.
And everywhere, right? You know what they do when we lose to them? You know, they print off like posters of Arsenal flags.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They fuck because I have meetings as well. So when I'm like on like Zoom and that, I have meetings with clients, and they put like the Arsenal logo at the back. It was so annoying, you know, annoying.
With me, like my WhatsApp groups just go mental because all my friends, not all my friends, but a lot of my friends support Arsenal. So when they beat us, it's like I get added like 20 times. Like, Harry, oh, Harry this, Harry that, oh, Harry, do your shit. I have to switch off the internet. I switch off the internet whenever we.
It's a terrible recipe for Tottenham fans, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one last question, and I know we're coming to the end of the stream as well, you know.
Yeah.
In the next 5 years, and this is a big question. I want to actually, I actually really want you to answer this.
Yeah.
Next 5 years, where do you see Tottenham? Do you look? I'm gonna answer it. Top four.
That's it. I don't see us doing anything else.
Interesting.
How about you?
You think flirting flirting with the 7th, the 8th, the 9th?
Should I tell you why top four? Because Levy won't survive without, as in like he wants top four whatever the circumstance. So I think even if Poch comes back, even if it don't work out, he'll just sack him and bring in someone else. And then he'll make us in the top four, I think, because this is cycle,
but see,
right?
This is where I've come to the conclusion.
But I don't think go further than that.
I come to the conclusion all the teams like Man United, Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Newcastle,
Newcastle,
even West Ham are all spending big money. Look, Chelsea just spent what 500 million. Arsenal, look at that. During the summer, they're going to add some more players. Man City, you already know they're going to add new players. Newcastle, they need a striker. I think they're going to add new players. All the teams around us are improving. The only team that is degressing is who? Tottenham. Now, we're not just degressing. We're not getting rid of our old players. Most of these players have been in our squad for 5 years. That's the problem now, you know? And when you can't get rid of players, it shows our stock. Look, when you can't get any team, if you put like, for example, look at this. I'll give you a good example. I'm going to compare you to Arsenal to Tottenham. You put Saka on the market. He will get you, give or take 90 to 100 million, right? Cool.
Yeah.
Yep. You put Zinchenko on the market. Let's just say 40 to 50 million. Yeah. Gabriel's a bit iffy because he's up and down, and you know what I'm trying to say.
Like 20,
but 30 million, 20. But people will still buy him, right?
There's Saliba.
Yeah. Saliba, you put
like 70 million, isn't he now?
Probably. Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
Ramsdale. You put him on the market.
Yeah, he'll
50
sell.
million plus. Well, even higher than 50 million, in my opinion.
He's English as well, so
Yeah,
yeah, English
English
stats.
touch.
Yeah.
All the god.
Oh, he'll
You're
go for
gonna
like
get buyers. Yeah,
yeah,
you're gonna get buyers.
yeah,
Jesus,
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Xhaka, you
Oh, that
get
guy's a
buyers.
different player. Yeah.
Yeah, he's improved. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm.
He's a new player.
We're like the
Partey,
opposite. Yeah.
Partey, you're
I
gonna get
think he's
buyers.
80
The
million.
only player in that team right now, you got Trossard. He's got buyers.
Mm.
Jorginho's a bit iffy. Let's be totally honest with you. Yeah, we
He's
don't know
old
what he's
though.
gonna be like.
Jorginho's like near the end with him, so
And even in Ketia, look, this is what I say.
he'll
Even
get
in
something.
Ketia,
He'll get something.
he's gonna get buyers.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace are gonna want him. Newcastle are gonna want him. He's gonna get 20 plus, or 25 million, around them.
So
Now
I think
look at Tottenham
35.
now.
Yeah.
Look at Tottenham. Now, when we try to sell our players, we can't even sell our players. Ndombele, he couldn't get sold. We sent him on loan. The Celso, he couldn't get sold. We sent him on loan. Reguilon, we couldn't get sold. We sent him on loan. Harry Winks, he couldn't get sold. We sent him on loan. Let's just say Matt Doherty, he couldn't get sold. We terminated his contract. Dyer, he's not even worth nothing. He's not going to bring us no money. Let's be honest with you. We might just need to terminate his contract. The only players that are at high value at Tottenham, Kane. Yep.
You could say Son as well.
You could say Son. Yeah, you could say Son. You could say Kulusevski.
Marketing, yeah.
Yeah, you could say Son, Kulusevski, Bentancur.
Yeah.
Romero.
Yeah, he'll get something, wouldn't he?
Now look at the rest.
Nothing.
That is only 4 players I've just mentioned. I've just mentioned 4 players. So what you're telling me, from 11-man squad, you can only sell 4 players. There's something wrong here. That's how I assess where Tottenham is and where Arsenal is. And then you could do this through all the teams. When I say all the teams, we could talk about Chelsea, we could talk about this.
Chelsea could sell any one of the players.
Yeah, it will be a long video. You could even do Man United. It'll be a long video. You could even do Liverpool. It will be a long video.
But Spurs,
my point is this.
5 minutes.
Spurs we can't sell players. We're cluttered. We're not even an attractive club. That's the problem now. Now, when you add all of this into the bowl, if we're not an attractive club, why are players going to want to come to Tottenham? Do you think players like Romero is going to be at Tottenham for the next 5 years?
No.
I think Kane is just crazy, man, about ending his career at Tottenham. He's just crazy.
I'll tell you what it is with Kane. I think if United and Chelsea don't go in for him, he's gone. If he don't go in for him, he's staying. But if they do, if United make a bid, he's gone.
He's gone. Yeah. But Kane, you think he's gonna stay? I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't.
For his own sake.
For his own sake, innit? You know. But yeah, you think these players are gonna stay? Bentancur, he's not gonna stay.
Why would he stay if Conte goes though, Bentancur? There's no reason for him to stay.
That's my point. We're not attracting players. And we don't even have a project. We don't even have a young project. Something like that is gonna hype the future generations. Again, compare us to Arsenal now. They're youth academy now. They have good youth academy coming out of their ranks. Chelsea have good youth academy coming out of their ranks. Man United have good. Yeah. Man City as well. Man United. Now my point is this: Tottenham. Look at Tottenham. We don't even have good youth.
Yeah. So what's there to hope? What's there to hope for?
This is my point now. So we're not attractive. We don't even have any plan in place where we're talking about a project of at least then we can use youth to support us. You see how if you remember Frank Lampard's season when they had the transfer ban, you know what he done? He brought up youth. Conor Gallagher, I think Reece James came in at that time, or maybe before. I don't even know. But he brought in
Loftus
youth.
Cheek, Loftus Cheek, Loftus Cheek.
Loftus Cheek.
Yeah,
You know,
Mason Mount.
my
Yeah.
I can't dissect everything, but my point is this: Tottenham's not even got good youth coming out of the ranks. Now then, you're gonna say, cool, we're not attracting players. We don't have no good youth.
So what's that?
What is going good for Tottenham then?
The hotels, the stadium, the Lady Gaga,
Concerts, Lady Gaga,
Beyonce.
Beyonce. Yeah. So we can start promoting the concerts. It's
Yeah.
the smoke. This
Smoke
is
screen.
why
Yeah.
we are wrong, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And
They don't
this
care
is
about
why
the
in the
football.
next
They don't
in
care
the
about
next 5 years,
Mm.
if Levy doesn't have a hard look at himself, look again, he doesn't want to sell. Yeah, I will totally look. I'm gonna put my hands up, and anybody can clip this. I don't really care, to be honest with you. I could be a meme on the internet,
Mm.
but if Levy wants to stay at the club, he needs to get his priorities right,
Mhm.
and he needs to come out to the fans and say,
So
"Okay, this is the plan. I'm gonna be focusing on this project. We're gonna be backing this manager. Conte's not gonna be with us next season."
Mm.
Then I'll tell you straight. Look, I'm a Levy out, but I have to respect what Levy's saying. I can't then say, I can't be two sides and say, oh, but he never told us. No, I have to respect it. At least he's trying to get us out the slum.
Mm.
Now, these next few years is going to be very important because we have a massive rebuild on the plan. You're talking about a whole 11, not even a whole 11. Cool.
Squad.
We've got a whole squad. Exactly my point.
Yeah.
So what is the next plan's going to be? What's the project? What is going to be exciting for Tottenham? That's my point. If we don't get that sorted out,
Then we're screwed. Yeah.
we're going to be finishing 7th and 8th, 9th and 10th.
You're right. Yeah. So before we go, come on, you Spurs. Unfortunately, come on, you Spurs.
I hope so. Come on.